Okay guys, so we can see where the distributor is. I have it like all the way freaking retarded in order for it to run the way it was running before, getting it lined up and everything. And so I've got it as straight as I can with the mark here to the mark here, down to the mark down there. It's a little bit out from being straight all the way down in order to get the timing belt teeth to line up on the gear. So I just went one way, chose the way I wanted to go, and it looks like I retarded the gear a little bit, so it's like a tooth from one way or the other, and hopefully I can make that adjustment be on the money. And actually I'm hoping that it'll make a difference, and I guess we'll see, because if I'm moving the distributor around to get the timing mark to line up, that little teeny tick there on the pulley to line up with the mark down there, then it's made a difference, hopefully in a better way. So let's check it out. All right, well, it still likes to be pretty retarded. Actually, I came back a little bit, but seems to be running pretty smooth. Hopefully I can see a better power band than what I've been seeing. Guess I'll just have to drive it to work tomorrow and see, because it's all about going up hills and under load. I mean, it didn't have a lot of power going up hills before, obviously 3-cylinder, but as I said, I've been driving this thing for a while, and I've been pretty familiar with a 3-cylinder Metro engine for years now, so I know how it should be handling. If you saw in the video, earlier on in the video, where I bored out the head gasket in order for oil to flow better from the head back down into the block, the previous head gasket installed by someone else, they didn't do that, and I was having problems with buildup. Like if I was going up a hill or something, pressure would build, and then the oil couldn't drain down into the block fast enough as that pressure build, and the PCV valve would release, and a bunch of oil would shoot into my freaking intake and burn up, and then I would just spy hunter smoke screen everyone behind me. So what I did was I rigged up, here, I'll put it back on so you can see it, but I rigged up this hose, and I had it go to like a little catch can, like a cup or whatever, and it would fill up, and I was getting tired of it. So then I had an extension. It fell off. I just noticed that it's not here anymore, but I had another hose from this big hose down to a smaller hose, and it would go down to the ground like the cars used to be back in the day, and it would just spit it on the ground, because cars now, the positive pressure just goes right back into the intake. And so I'm gonna hook the PCV back up, see if I relieve that problem by, you know, hogging out the gasket for that flow area. If I'm winning. All right, we got the PCV hose area assembly hooked back up, and I will be letting you know. Hey guys, how's it going? We're on the Marshmallow today, and I'm finding that there's power loss. I'm hoping that I didn't burn the rings up or totally burn up the bearings. Head gasket fail on this thing, and so I pulled out the old exhaust. The exhaust is sitting on the ground over there. I'm thinking that the catalytic converter on there is probably stuffed up, and I have a new catalytic converter and a chunk of exhaust from the previous Metro I had before I got T-boned and it got totaled right here, and it's in good condition. That cap before, just there was problems where I was having blow by and extreme amounts of oil and stuff was getting burned up in the exhaust, and I was smoke screening out the back and stuff. So I'm sure that after this total fail of the head gasket, and I had burnt coolant and stuff like that that was thrown down in the pipe and stuff, probably finished off that cat, I'm hoping, because I'm having problems with flow, or at least losing power when I start going up hills. Like I'm fine on the flats, everything is cool and stuff, and then as soon as I try and go up a hill or something, it's really struggling. Like for a 3-cylinder that, you know, doesn't have any power at all, like the power loss I'm feeling, it's lame. So, and I'm losing gas mileage and everything, so I'm hoping, I'm just trying to knock one thing out at a time. You know, my last scenario is going to be, you know, redoing the rings and checking the bearings out on this thing. It's unfortunate, you know, previous person that put this thing together, because I had got a refurbished block after my accident when I was laid up after I got totally blasted in the car accident. Had a buddy and he put it together, put the old head from the old car on the refurbished block and put it together, and there was some flow issues, or there wasn't enough bypass in the gasket to allow the oil to come down out of the head and flow properly, so it was shooting it through the PCV and it was blasting out the back end. Well, I got the new head gasket on and I cut the gasket a little bit and allow for the oil to come back down out of the head, and I haven't had any amounts of oil shooting out of the back yet since I've been running it. So I'm hoping that putting this new chunk of pipe in here with the new catalytic converter is going to help me out. Unfortunately, this old bolt right here snapped on me, and I can't get it out to put another bolt in. So what I'm gonna do is where is it at here? I'm gonna weld this bolt on there, boop, like that, so that I can get this spring system right here to hold on this flange on the exhaust manifold. And then, as cheap as can be, eBay TIG and stick machine. But I'm gonna stick this bolt on with stick. Try not to drop any slag on my hand, for crying out loud. Let's take a look at this thing and see if I even got it tacked up. It looks like it maybe got it a little bit. It's looking kind of stout for what it is. All right, we'll go with that for now and see if it holds up when we tighten it down. Maybe it'll snap, maybe it won't. We'll see. This pipe seems to be flowing just fine. It is what it is. Heck, with that being what it is, maybe I'll just go ahead and put this pipe back together, because I'm not having any flow issue in that at all. So I'm just going to clean it up, put it back together, put it back on. I'm still having power loss, so I'm just going to have to probably take the thing apart and do the rings. And
Boys,
okay.
Is that okay, Dada?
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't look at it. Yeah, as long as you don't look at this thing, because this bright light will burn your eyes. Here, say hi.
Hi.
I'm getting flow through there, so there's air going through there, so my power loss is gonna be I probably burn the rings up. I don't know, I'm not getting any blow by. If someone can throw in the comment, let me know. I'm not seeing any blue smoke or anything out the back.
One's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna look something like that. I'm gonna put a lock washer on that, or yeah, a washer and a lock washer probably. Well, my lock washer, my washer I want to put on that stud I welded on, or bolt, half a bolt that I welded on. Just a slightly bigger than this, so I'm gonna have to hog this out a little bit. See if this vise can hold this for us and get a couple steps on this thing. So we got one more step and got it bigger, so hopefully it slides right over that welded stud we put on. And alright guys, it started pouring, and then this rainbow came out. And what's at the end of the rainbow? Right there, baby, the marshmallow. So I didn't really do much. I didn't change anything in the exhaust to make it run better than what it is. I'm hoping that maybe it's just a timing issue. So I'm gonna get that timing light out probably tomorrow and check, see what it is, move the, see if I can advance what I have going on a little bit. Man, look at that bow. It's starting to really take off. And see if I can't bring that timing back into the fold a little bit, because it feels like it's retarded quite a bit. And I need to advance it, I think, to get things to kind of level out. So we'll check that out.